What's going on, YouTube? It's Sunday night. We're going to take a look at LITECOIN, Bitcoin, and Ethereum, and XRP, and Bitcoin Cash. It looks like the market's trying to creep up a little bit, so let's take a look and see how things are going. LITECOIN is still number 6. We got a market cap of let's see. We got 3.607 billion. We're at $56.85. We're up 0.79%, so virtually unchanged. Let's take a look at that 24-hour. In a nutshell, I could basically tell you that all LITECOIN basically did today was go from $55 to $58 to $57 to $56. So let's see if my guessing is true. 56. Well, basically 56, 57, 57, ping-ponging all day long, 56. So, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. It basically went from $56 to $57 the entire day. So, if you missed any of the action, like say if you got up this morning at about 8 or 9 o'clock, looked at it and it said $56, chances are you probably didn't miss much today. So that's about all I'm going to say for LITECOIN. High for today, 57. Low for today, 56. Let's move on. Okay. XRP. XRP is actually we're going to do Bitcoin Cash. Bitcoin Cash is number 5. We got a market cap of 4.085 billion. We're at 226.24. We are up a whopping, look at this, a staggering. This is unbelievable, guys. Look at this. 0.002%. I mean, that is just unbelievable numbers. Numbers like that just, rattles my very core of existence. I mean, I just don't know how you can make a shit ton of money off of that. That's just unbelievable. So, we started out the day at 226, went to 225, then back to 226 again, 227, 228, back to 226, 223, and back to 225, 227. So do you get my point? Basically, today didn't even happen. It's like they said, screw it, we're just going to take today off. So basically, not a whole lot to report. So, moving on to the next coin. To say this will probably be a pretty short video. Just guessing. Okay, number 3, XRP. We got a market cap of 12.287 billion. We're at 0.284, so, it might have gone up half a cent, maybe a full cent. Now, here's where it kind of screws with my mind here. Okay, last night we were at 0.277. I remember it vividly. Tonight, we're at 0.284. So, can you tell me how it's up 3.40%? I don't know how they're doing their math, but when you go up less than a penny, not even half a penny, how in the hell do they figure it's up 3.4%? So whoever does their math here, they need to go back to school. But anyway, it says we're up 3.4%. So let's take a look at the 24-hour chart. I could take a wild guess of what the action was today. Pretty much the same exact chart as yesterday. Okay. Started at about 0.275. Ping-ponged all day. Went to 0.280. Back down to 0.276, 0.279, 0.278, 0.278 all day long, 0.881. Really, guys, this is just almost a waste of time. When it's days like this is almost just a waste of everybody's time. 2786, and then you jump back up to 284. And then back down to 283. So basically, your high for today is Your low for today is 275, and your high is 0.284. So, you know, like I said, dollar XRP, $5 eventually, and eventually we'll be at 30 cents. Eventually, this manipulation will stop when all these fat cats quit making when they've made enough money. But for me, it just looks like a lot of manipulation going on, a lot of stagnation. Stuff like this is, it's pretty painful to watch. I'm just being frank with you. I mean, I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I'm not going to say, oh, we're going to go up to $1 million. That's just ridiculous. I'm just kind of calling it how I see it. And right now, I don't really see a whole lot of action. In fact, I almost didn't even do a video tonight because it's just basically, I almost kind of feel bad, reporting the same shit to you guys over and over and over again. When you don't, now if you have a day where there's a significant price change, I can understand, reporting about it. But basically when it did the exact same thing, it's a carbon copy of yesterday. Sometimes, I just do these just for the fun of it. I just enjoy doing it. But, days like this, it makes it really tough. Let me tell you. When there's really, you almost basically have to pull stuff out of your ass in order to, come up with material. Because basically, when it goes to 287, 286, 285, 287, 286, 285, that's, it's kind of hard to come up with content to talk about. There's really not a whole lot to talk about. So, like I said, short term, 43 cents XRP, longer term, $1. Maybe by the end of the year, 5. Who knows? Let's move on to Ethereum. Actually, Ethereum looks like the best one out of all of them. I know I might tend to be a little bit biased toward Ethereum, but Ethereum is number 2. We got a market cap of $19.813 billion. We're at 183.23. We're up 0.45%. Let's take a look at that 24-hour. Okay. Basically, a lot of these charts look almost identical. They almost look virtually identical. It's almost like these coins are almost like they're mirroring each other, and they're trying, one is waiting for another one to break out. Now, I've been reading on Google that a breakout is, like one source will say a breakout is imminent, or how do it's imminent, it's coming, a breakout is coming. But then I see another source say Ethereum's going to go back down to 140. So really, you got to ask yourself, who the hell do I believe? Who do I, do I believe that it's actually going to drop to 140? Or you got to consider this as well. Is this person who's posting this, like on these message boards like Twitter, are these people who are posting these posts like that, like showing these graphics charts, showing these charts like this that are going to, like this stuff here, and they have an imaginary line that they draw, and it shows going all the way down to 140. You got to ask yourself, now, what is this person trying to do here? Are they trying to scare me into selling my coins? Because many times, these are guys just like me, these are jokers just like me, who really don't have any clue what they're talking about. All they're doing is they're going off their experience, or, some people claim to know the future, but I'm sorry, God is the only one who knows the future. And, a lot of these guys are just trying to get you to sell your coins cheap. When you read bullshit like that, you got to remember, you got to look at the source. You got to look, you got to be like, okay, what is this company or what is this organization going to gain by me selling my coins? Well, what's going to happen is when you sell your coins, the price of the coin is going to go down. And when the price of the coin goes down, that's what these bashers want. They know that a breakout is imminent right now. So what they're trying to do, Ethereum's at 183 right now. They're trying to get it to go down to maybe 179, 177, that'd be a real good place to jump in at and ride it to 200. So what their tactics are is they want to scare weak hands and these people who are not really experienced. There are literally people that believe what these jokers say. They believe that it's going to drop to 140. Well, you got to remember, it's not going to drop. Nobody knows. It could very well easily drop to 140. But for somebody to sit there and show a chart and say, hey, this is what's going to happen, to me, that's almost fraudulent right there. You're trying to scare people. They are trying to scare people into selling their stuff off cheap so that these people can swoop down and pick up their coins. So don't do these guys and these people a favor by selling your coins just because of what they say. You got to follow, you got to watch this. You got to watch it carefully. And if you think it's going to start going down, then by all means sell. But don't just sell because a clown like me or somebody else tells you to do it. You got to go off of your own gut instinct. Do what do what your heart says is right. Don't listen to other people. If you need to sell, just like, the only time I sell is when me and my wife need money. Like if I needed like $30 for gas, that's when I sell my coin. I don't sell my coin because some chart or some person tells me I need to. I sell it when I have to. Otherwise, I don't have that much money into it, so I can afford to go down or go up. To me, it doesn't matter. When I feel like there's a good price for me to get out at, then hey, I'll get out and make a profit. So anyway, sermon over. So Ethereum started the day at 182.73, retraced to 181.54, basically about the same stuff. And you went to about 184.72, 184.87, and 182. So basically between 184 and 187, 182. I'm going to call 181.51 your low and your 184 your high. Now, out of all the charts, like I said, I know I kind of probably sound biased, but the way it looks to me, I think Ethereum is one of the safer ones to be in right now. I mean, if I had like thousands of dollars, I would definitely feel a little bit more comfortable in, say, XRP or Ethereum. Because XRP, yeah, it does tend to go down sometimes, but you're not going to, it's very rare you're going to see XRP drop to 15 cents. The most it'll drop is maybe a couple of cents, and that's it. So if you had a couple of $1,000 to get into it, I would definitely, right now at this moment, keep a look at it. I don't mean to sound so negative toward Litecoin. I do still love Litecoin, and sometimes I'm tempted to buy one. But right now, I'm just a little wary of it. I want to see it break that resistance of $59. Once it starts cracking $60, hey, that might get my attention. But for right now, I think the safe money would be XRP and Ethereum. So if you want to ask me what I think you should get, well, I think you should definitely pick up some Ethereum and some XRP. There are some folks that are saying XRP could go to 100. Just like I put up on my thumbnail last night, I thought it could go as high as $500. Hell, it could even go to 1,000. I've seen these coins do weird, crazy things. So you just never know, guys. But anyway, I do think Ethereum looks the most solid, the strongest. I think toward the end of the year, we'll be back around the 200 to 250 range. So let's move on to Bitcoin. And Bitcoin's number one. We got a market cap of 149 trillion. We're at 8,333.59. We're down 0.28%. Let's take a look at that 24-hour. And Bitcoin, we started out at about, let's see, 83.6202. Ping-ponged all day, then kind of shot up to about 84.5021. 84.65. Let's say 84.6534. Yeah, 84.6534 is going to be your low, and then it drops right here to about 82. Let's say 82.77 is your low. So guys, like I said, since we're kind of hanging out in the 8,200 range, I would like to give it a few more days. If I was about to go in all in on Bitcoin, give it a few more days, see what it's going to do. I think it could drop down to 7,900, maybe 7,700, worst case scenario. If that happens, jump in around, say, 75 to 7,800. I think you'll be pretty safe there. Ride it to 10,000, collect your profits, and you'll be sitting pretty. Let's take a look at the whole rest of the market here. Okay, we got a total market cap of 225 billion. We're up 49 billion in 24-hour volume, so we have gone up a little bit. And Bitcoin dominance is starting to fall, so we are down just a little bit, 66.5%. That's why a lot of your altcoins are green. Remember that when your Bitcoin dominance is down, that's when a lot of your altcoins are going to really start doing well. So I don't mean to be so negative sometimes. I don't mean to sound like I'm so sarcastic or being a smartass. It's just sometimes when you have these markets that there's not a whole lot going on, it is kind of, it does kind of become monotonous every once in a while. But, I do want to keep on, keep bringing you as much information as I possibly can, because this is something I do enjoy doing. So with that, hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday evening. This is CryptoVision signing off. Peace out, guys.